Welcome into episode number 8 of the Paranormal Trucker. I am PT. It has been a long, dreary, hard week for all of us. And the only question I really want to know is, how are you?
Tired.
Tired?
How? Well, yeah, I guess there's nobody else that can talk.
Who do you think I'm talking to there, Marge?
I'm waiting for somebody else to answer. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought we was on a live show here.
I know, right? Right? Well, I bought a new dryer, put
Yeah.
it in, and it doesn't work. So I gotta pull it out, take it back.
Typical.
Yeah, it
always goes.
a bigger chore than what we meant, what we wanted, and now it's gonna be a bigger chore again. So
Yeah, I'd say so. Is it at least light?
no, well, yeah, it's pretty light.
Most dryers are.
We picked it up out the back of the truck, set it down. It's pretty easy.
Well,
Worse luck with appliances.
Well, this week we have, not to change the subject or anything, but we have 4 emails. Record breaking week for emails.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them.
All right. So the first one is from New Watcher. I found you thanks to an ad on the Spooky Family podcast. Thank you, Elliot and the Spooky Family, for that. You look so familiar to me. Ever pick up a lot lizard in Georgia? Well, yeah.
That's too funny.
She says, just playing. I'm not a lot lizard. I love the show so far. What's your favorite topic to talk about? Ghosts, aliens, or cryptids? I love cryptids myself, and I want to hear your thoughts on them. You can read this on the air if you want to, and you can call me PT's Lot Lizard. Well, straight from PT's Lot Lizard there. She poses the question, what is our favorite thing to talk about? Ghosts, aliens, or cryptids?
I like Ghost is my favorite, although I love the other two that she said also. But
Yeah.
if I had to choose just one, I would choose Ghost.
I'm thinking
Mine would be UFO, that type of stuff. But I'm also, big into the ghosts, big into the Bigfoot. Whatever else comes out that
so Bigfoot is your favorite cryptid then?
that's yeah.
Marge, what's yours?
Chupacabra is my favorite cryptid.
The what is it now?
Chupacabra.
And what is it?
Chupacabra.
What is it? What is a chupacabra?
It's a cryptid. It was first brought to the attention, I guess, of the news media in Puerto Rico in 1995. And some people say it looks like a dog. Other people say it looks like it's half animal and half human. Some people say it looks like an alien. But it's been spotted in mainly Puerto Rico, Mexico, and the southwest states in the United States.
So it's a climate animal. It's not a worldwide animal or creature.
And chupa stands for suck, and cabra stands for goat. So the name of it, chupacabra, is suck goat. So they find animals that the blood has been extracted from them.
Oh, okay. So it actually drains the blood.
Yes,
Yeah.
they call it the vampire dog.
Wow. Why have I never heard of that?
Why? You've never heard of it?
No, I've never heard of
Some
that.
lady in Texas actually found one, and they sent it off, and they couldn't identify it or anything, and she has it. She had a taxidermy stuff it.
Wow.
It looks like a very malnourished dog with very little to no hair, except on the top of its skull, almost like a mohawk.
And it had a long snout,
Snout,
and long teeth, big teeth.
Right.
Well, I mean, I guess you would have to have big teeth to pierce the hides of some of these animals.
Right.
So
But it's my favorite cryptid because it's the weirdest, and they've never had supposedly any evidence or no physical evidence or anything of it.
Wow. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's
It's very interesting.
yeah,
I love
it's
it.
like the murder hornets. They're working their way in.
Yes.
Ugh.
I actually saw on the news the other day they killed 2 nests of them out west somewhere.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Really.
hmm
Well,
So
that's all we need to.
yeah, that's all I need. Hell, the honeybee about put me out. So
That's all we need to keep this decade rolling is some murder hornets. I would say my favorite probably to talk about is UFOs and conspiracy theories, and where do these things come from? Is it us? Is it not us? Who is it? That kind of stuff. But my favorite cryptid is the Loch Ness monster, and just so happens that there has been a new sighting of the Loch Ness monster, and it is a drone video. It's not driftwood. You can very clearly see the body, the flippers, and the long neck underwater, and it's just kind of
it was
docked
kind of
up here.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I
it's just
saw it too.
kind of floating here at this beach with a lot of people around it.
Yeah.
What's odd is the guy that had the video. He said only after he had posted the video to his channel did his viewers point out that shortly after 3 minutes and 50 seconds, Nessie appears to be in sight, swimming just beneath the surface of the water and beside the shore. Said I couldn't believe it. Mavor told the British press he's the guy who took the video. I had to rewind the footage and I've watched it several times since. It's the same shape as the previous Nessie sightings, and there was no driftwood or anything like that, so who knows? The latest sighting of Nessie comes almost 80 years after her first modern sighting in 1933, when a local couple claimed to have seen an enormous animal out on the loch's surface. Since then, over 1,150 sightings have been recorded.
I love Nessie, and we have one here in America. It's up in Michigan.
Dude, really?
I think it's in Michigan. The lake.
Yeah, there's a lake monster. I can't remember what that one's called.
We have one here in the United States, a Nessie of our
Well,
own.
and there's one in
Superior, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it's in Lake Superior.
And there's also one in oh my gosh, where's that at? I think it's up like in New York or somewhere. They call it Ogopogo, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't even know we had such
Yeah.
animals here.
Now that they
Yes.
they they look for that just like they look for Loch Ness monster.
Well, thank you, PT's Lot Lizard, for writing in there. I hope we've answered your questions. I hope you continue to enjoy the show. If you haven't seen the Loch Ness monster's latest sighting video, go check it out. And also check out the Chupacabra. I know I am. I've not heard of that thing, so I'm definitely going to look that up. Stoneman, did you have anything on the Bigfoots, since you are a Bigfoot connoisseur?
I really haven't looked.
Enthusiast.
Yeah, I'm an
Enthusiast.
Yeah, I would love to talk to some of the researchers around here, just to see if they actually found some evidence.
Yeah.
Isn't Seth
I'm
supposed to hook you up?
I think so.
Yeah, we've been in contact. We've been in contact with one with a researcher, but he's got a very busy schedule like we do, so it's been kind of tough to iron out some details.
Yeah. Well, but on that point, for me, that Patterson Gimble, Gimbler, I can't remember what the guy's name is now.
I don't
The
remember
film
either.
was made back in the 60s, where they wrote up on. I'm sorry, I don't think you could fake that. That does not look like somebody in a drill suit. It does not look. It moved. Everything was fluid with it. It wasn't. Like I said, if somebody's in a suit, you're gonna get a wrinkle somewhere where you don't need a wrinkle. You know what I'm saying? And that one for me is actually what got me interested in it. Other than the guy in the grill suit over on Bent Mountain.
The other Nessie is Lake Champlain.
Yes.
Champlain.
Yes, Lake
and then,
Champlain.
But something else that really got
Champ. They call it Champ. Yes.
That was it. And the other one the other film that really got me, you've heard of Survivor Man that, will go out and do go out and stay out somewhere for a week by himself. Out in the middle of nowhere, and they would give him no food, no nothing. He had to survive.
Right.
Well, after he rolled that show up, he did a little series, I don't know, like 6 or 7 episodes where he went looking for Bigfoot. And he's supposedly a skeptic. And this one guy he went, which was a Bigfoot, he's a believer and has had a couple of films on there that he had actually taken. But he had taken a video of a juvenile. It was just standing there beside of a tree, and it was motionless because he was looking at it. And then and you can't hardly see it. It takes a minute to actually find it. But it was up close, and you can see this thing's face, and he kind of backed away from it because he thought, maybe the mom was around to beat the crap out of him.
Right.
So that I don't know if it was fake. Looked awful real. It really did. That was for me was kind of proof. But you got everybody out here hollering, no, that's not proof.
There are so many stories out there. It's hard to deny something so long, and it's just like with everything as far as that we talk about, like aliens and UFOs and all that. There are a lot of stories out there, but depending on what you call proof, there's a lot of proof there too.
Well, yeah, you can't watch a Bigfoot show where they don't have a plaster cast of a footprint.
Right.
Sometimes more than one. They may have a trail, and they'll take multiple plaster casts.
Yeah.
But this evening was funny. I went up to change the card on a trail cam that we have, and it was kind of muddy where it's been raining. And I get out and I go over and change the card out, and I'm walking back to the rhino and look down, and here's this big ass footprint. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, is that? And then I get to look a little closer at it, and I see tread marks in it, but there's like 4 big toes up the top of it. And I'm like, what the? It was Diesel. He had put his foot in there, and I had my big number 13 hit perfect. It looked like a footprint. I was going, oh my God, what kind of Bigfoot? And then I noticed the treads in. I said, yeah, okay, that's just me.
Well, in the area that you live in, it wouldn't surprise me if you did catch something on that trail cam.
But we're trying. We just had it out last night for the first time. There wasn't anything on it, but we're gonna leave it out again until we find something.
Right.
Yeah, we'll move it around a couple different spots. We were trying to see if there was any deer up here or what kind of animals. We've seen some weird things up here. There's raccoons all over the place. Had one live with me for a while. There's a picture on Facebook of one chewing on the toe.
Bobcat.
Yeah, we've seen bobcat.
Fox, wolf. We got that one wolf up here. We don't know what it is.
And we've seen tracks on it 2 or 3 times.
And it's huge.
So it's big. It's bigger than Diesel.
Anytime you go outside after dark, you better have a gun. The last time I checked, wolves are not. Wolves can tear you up if they wanted to.
Yeah, well, this is probably good.
Yes.
Because he was huge. I thought he was, about the size of Sam, and Sam took off after it, and he dwarfed Sam.
Yeah.
Worse than what this Great Dane is.
Yeah, we actually seen it.
We actually laid eyes on it. And she's actually seen wild horses over here.
Yes, we have wild horses up here.
And only thing we see here in the bottom is an elk or a bear, and that's our next. We're waiting.
Oh, I want to see a bear so bad. I don't want to look with it or anything, but I want to see it.
You have the strip job that butts right up against your property there, and a lot of people will turn their horses loose when they can't take care of them anymore. So that's where you get the horses from.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, moving on. The next email we got was from Elliot Spooky. We know him. The show's
Yes.
getting better. Gertie and I listen all the time. How do I get one of those keychains? When are they available? Don't worry, Elliot. I've got you hooked up, pal. As soon as they get here, you got one. Also, we need more road stories. Finally, what do you listen to out there on the road? Give me your top 5 go-to listens as you truck down the highways and byways of America. Eastbound and down, Elliot Spooky. Me, myself, I only listen to like 3 things. And one is Audible, and usually it's any number of books. But this, I'll tell you about the book that I'm on right now. It's called Insiders Reveal Secret Space Programs and Extraterrestrials. Or Extraterrestrial Alliances. And it's a very good book. It's based on all the whistleblowers like Corey Good and those that are similar to him. They kind of corroborate each other's stories, and they're talking about a secret space program. There's supposed to be 5 secret space programs, and you do your 20-year service, and then how was it they said they did it? They
wipe their memory
or something.
They wipe their memory and then regress them as far as their age back 20 years, and then they time travel them back to the day they left.
Yeah.
I had a problem with that, which I started listening to this book. I saw it on Audible, and I'm just about to finish it. And the only problem I've got with that is, okay, they got taken. So for 20 years, their families and all this, things that could have happened is, time went on without them, basically. Okay.
Right.
Okay. They regress them and send them back in time and put them in the same spot. That's a paradox to me.
It is, but I mean, obviously they were taken at the time, so the parents, the family members, they would have to have moved on. So
yeah, but for 20 years, these guys are in the Space Force or whatever. And the parents have moved on.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
No,
they've had 20 years without this child. What's changed or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's back.
Well, so they didn't actually say that they put him back in the same family.
They actually did.
Well, but what they were saying is that they regressed him back to the age he was when he left.
Right, and put him back in the same spot.
Yeah.
How far in the book are you? Wait till you get way up in it. They actually explain that. But that was the one thing I got out of it.
Don't tell him about it.
That would cause a time paradox. Well, I'm gonna run it for you here at the end, okay?
No.
That's fine. But no, not right now. Let's save it for the end of the show because we don't have enough to go the whole route. So I need something else to talk about.
Well, what I found interesting on that
book. Wait.
I'm just saying what I thought was the first
to get through
4 or 5 chapters. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't get out of that now.
Just go ahead. I'm defeated.
Well, I mean, it's just the first 4 or 5 chapters, them explaining a lot of stuff that, kind of makes sense. The time frames were a little different than what I would imagine, but it was still, because I've done a little bit of research on that subject, and it was pretty damn close.
Well, I never would have thought it would have happened as early as it did.
No, that's what I was saying.
When the first space program started.
Yes, and it was, just kind of. I wasn't, for me, I was expecting, after the 40s, that's when everything kind of went, because they've had time to research all it. No, it didn't. It was a lot sooner than that.
Well, and I was kind of always under the impression that Nazi Germany kind of got their stuff from 1936, the Black Forest incident. But I there was a crash in 31, 32 in Germany, and then there was a crash in 33 in Italy. So I mean, either these are, which now according to the book, there was some of these crafts that were made in the 20s. So they could have been our, or humanities.
Yeah, and this book was written back in 15, I think.
Yeah.
And there's 4 or 5 more books that kind of delve into the Space Force of the Navy and the Air Force and some of the others, and so I'll be interested in listening to those.
Yeah, and it's so far it's an excellent book. And also another book that sorry, I'm off on a tangent here. Audible is probably one of the number one things I listen to, but another series of books called the Black Autumn series, and basically it's a post-apocalyptic storyline that takes you from the fall of basically the world civilization and the survival and the vacuum that's created once the governments have gone away, and all of these warlords come in, and I mean it's a very interesting book, and some things are plausible, some things aren't, but I don't know. I mean it's a pretty good book series. Second, my number 2 obviously is the Spooky Family podcast. I listen to it all the time. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. And then usually the next 3 is Sirius XM. It usually stays on channel 103. If you have sensitive ears, do not listen to that channel because there is a lot of foul language on there. Channel 41, which is like alternative rock. It's called Turbo. And 34, which is like the 90s alternative grunge music. And that's pretty much where my stuff's set at.
I'm upset.
What?
You have 38 Aussie's Boneyard on there.
Oh, I'm different times, old man. Different times.
I love Ozzy's Boneyard.
What is it you guys listen to? Top 5s. Go for
it. Aussie's Boneyard is probably my number 1.
Yes.
Right.
And then they actually opened up a radio station over here in Hazard that is probably one of the best
Great
rock stations I've heard in a long time. They don't play the new stuff or just all the old stuff. It's a mix, so you get a little bit of everything, and it's really good. And then I listen to Audible, listen to some of the podcasts. It's just like I said, I drive an hour every morning to work and an hour on the way home. So,
well, you spend a lot of time on the road anyway, because you're going around job site to job site.
Oh yeah, and Kathy's ACDC. Every time it comes on, the window gets busted out of the window out of the car, but she ain't.
Right.
So I was raised on that style of music, the Aussie's Boneyard and stuff like that, because that's what Dad listened to me growing up. I'm probably getting ready to get disowned. I cannot stand AC/DC. Cannot stand them.
Oh God!
Did you hear him?
I did.
I know I'm a disappointment. You're watching me. Well, you're literally watching me. You're watching his face right now. Write me out of his wheel right now.
Yeah. Where's my pen?
No, and it's not for the reason you think. I like the music. I like the lyrics. I like the tune. I hate the squealing and the screeching. What was it, Brian Johnson? He had that real high nasally voice. Oh my God! I think that's just that, because I can't stand the sound of a buzzsaw either, like a circular saw. So maybe it's just high pitched noises that I can't handle.
Yeah. See, and Bon Scott had a higher voice than Brian Johnson.
I think so.
Yeah. And well, that was way before your time.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't know. It's hurts my ears.
What do you think about Led Zeppelin?
Oh, I love them. I love Led Zeppelin, and a band that is kind of has the same feel as Zeppelin is Greta Van Fleet.
Love Greta.
How do you like those guys?
Love them, love them, love them.
Yeah, great
But
band.
you know what's cool is you see younger people actually singing the type of music that we like.
Yeah, and it's got a
Rock,
It's a classic rock. I mean, and I don't know what the guy's name is,
old school.
but he's got a great voice. You know?
yeah, and it's a very good. I like those guys really well.
3 of them are brothers. The
Yeah,
drummer isn't.
Yeah, the drummer's the only one's not related to it.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. I like them.
Yes, I do too.
Moving on to our third email. This is from Tanya, friend of the show, Tanya. Paranormal Trucker and the crew. Thank you for your show as well. Now, let me get back to this. She actually wrote a longer email, and I think she grouped all the podcasts that we all, are kind of in the same circle together. So I'm reading our paragraph. Which is, you will always be Cronkite to me. I wish you were still on here to chew bubblegum. Large Marge is very interesting, and I wish that she would delve into some more of the Native American stories. I know of Red Bird, no relation though, and found these stories extremely interesting. Snowman is such an amazing storyteller, and I hope to hear from him in the future. And then she, she goes on to say that some of the language that we use is a little offensive, and we handled that. we emailed her back, and we told her there's never any hard feelings or never any ill intent to anything we say, but we do get worked up sometimes, and we do say stuff that we don't really think about. Moving on, because there's not much else to say about that one.
No.
Gertie says, hi, PT, Snowman, and Large Marge. That was really cool to learn about the hidden history of Kings Island. I would love to hear some stories from your all's time on the road. Have you ever shared any stories with other truckers? Are there any road superstitions that you abide by? Those are some sharp hats you got, Gertie. Yeah, I know, they're pretty cool hats. And Gertie, if you guys don't know, is also in the spooky family. She is the I don't know, would you call her the number 2 in charge of that boat over there?
Number 1.
She's the number 1.
I think she's number 1 in charge.
I think she's the one in charge.
Yeah, she steers the ship. As far as all right, I'm just going to go ahead and make a confession. When this channel was started, I had a different job that I didn't end up taking, but essentially I was going to be over the road trucking, and I was going to be able to stop at truck stops every night and talk with some of the folks around the truck stops and kind of get some stories here and there. Since then, since the creation of this channel, I have actually found another job I actually took another job. I didn't even go over the road trucking, that I am still driving a truck, but I'm more local to the area, but I am like an emergency call out kind of guy. So I don't really have a set schedule. And that's why a lot of the times I'll throw out there that, hey, recording, we can't record because I'm out of town or whatever. But as far as that goes, no, I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone, but there are some superstitions that I will share with you because that is a very interesting point you got there. And I will just kind of go with you, or go through this with you and let you know some of the stuff that I've heard and haven't heard. So there are rituals, stories, superstitions that truckers abide by to keep them safe, on time, and coming home at the end of a run. Here are a few to ponder. When driving by a cemetery, truckers believe it's unlucky to breathe, so they will hold their breath until they pass. I actually do that. Don't know. Don't ask me to explain it. I don't know. I heard it once, and I can't go by a cemetery without holding my breath now. They always refer to their trucks Do what?
I said, people are just dying to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold that breath. You go by that one over there on 23. You liable to black out.
That's a fact. That's a long one, isn't it?
Yeah.
They always refer to their trucks as she or her, very much like sailors refer to their ships as being female. I do this as well. I've named every truck I've ever been in. The last truck that I owned, I named her Charlotte. She was Miss Charlotte to me. And the trucks that I drive now, because there's several, there's not one that's actually assigned to me. Don't think they have names, but I will remedy that soon because I got to get a feel for their personality and they got to get a feel for mine before I can name them. Truckers believe that it is unlucky to drive with a $50 bill on their person. This actually has roots in NASCAR. The great driver and two-time NASCAR champion Joe Weatherly had two $50 bills in his shirt pocket during his last race in 1964. His car crashed and he died. The 50s were found later, and from then on, drivers have found the grants to be unlucky. I've never heard of that one. That's first time I've ever heard of that. So I don't carry cash on me, so I mean that must be, maybe that's part of it. Truckers believe it's bad luck to cross a highway when stopping for a break. Bad things can happen. Yes, if you stop on the side of the road and besides you're going to run across the road to get something to eat or something to drink, use the restroom, whatever, that's not good. Usually that's when bad stuff does happen. I have actually seen this in person, a trucker being hit by a vehicle or by a car passing by. Truckers believe that you never piss on a truck or it will piss on you. These are facts. Do not get.
Hang on a minute. We're having technical difficulties over here. Okay. Woo.
Truckers believe that you never piss on a truck or it will piss on you. That's a fact. You get out of that. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen truck drivers pull off on the side of the road all the time. You wonder, hey, I wonder what's going on with the guy. Chances are we're stopping to pee. You have to think we're driving a vehicle that's 85 to 90 feet long. You can't exactly just pull in anywhere, and the rest areas are few and far between out on the interstate. So a lot of times, truck drivers will find a spot that's kind of out of the way and kind of wide, and in an area that they're not presenting themselves to you, and will use the relieve themselves. However, do not do it on your truck tires or any part of your truck because that's bad luck. It's a bad omen. Don't pee on your truck. That's what makes you money. That's what keeps you alive. When done with a run, truckers pat the dashboard and thank her for a job well done. I do that. I don't know where that came from. It's just something I've always done. I guess that's probably. All right, so there is no no better, simpler pleasure than a man in a machine, a man in his machine. That I will say that till the day I die. You look at race car drivers, people who drive boats, airplanes, whatever. It is a bonding experience between man and machine, and you do come to appreciate a job well done from your machine as much well as I'm sure if trucks are alive, appreciate you treating them well. Truck drivers, like motorcyclists, have a gremlin bell and an angel bell that they hang on their trailers for safety. They believe that you should hang your bell 4 inches off the ground and always, and I mean always, have it hanging in the middle of the trailer or you'll turn over. I've never heard of that. I don't know where that came from. I guess they they said it was like truck drivers like motorcyclists, so I'm assuming that's something that's kind of passed between the groups. Stay clear of bright colored cars, red or yellow. They attract too much attention from cops and often get pulled over and cited and watched. Yes, if you are driving very close to a vehicle that is yellow or red, obviously that stands out in a sea of mundane colors, and a cop is most likely going to watch you breaking the law next to them. So stay away from them. When going through a yellow light, touching or tapping the roof of a cab is supposed to bring good luck. I've never heard of that, never done it. Holding your breath while going through a tunnel or across state lines is room to bring good luck. I've heard of this with a tunnel, but I've never heard about it going across state lines. Maybe I need to start doing that so I can get some better luck. And that's all the superstitions that I have here. So yeah, some of them are kind of, some of them, a lot of people do, a lot of motorists do. So it's, I don't know. It's weird how the rules of the road and the manner. What is the word I'm looking for? The
Road etiquette.
The road etiquette goes between everyone because, like I said, I've never been told half of those, and or don't remember being told half of those, and it's just something that we do, something I do. Have you guys heard of any of those?
No.
No,
You do
I
not.
didn't know any of those.
There again, I don't drive a truck.
No, that's true.
I mean,
Well,
do drive a truck.
It's a club. Y'all can't be a part of it.
No, I have a pickup truck.
Let's see. I think that is the last email that we have.
Well, thanks for the email.
Yes. Well, we need more.
We need more.
Yep, that's the last email. Guys, thank you all for the emails. Thank you for taking the time to write us, and thank you for letting us know what you think of our show. Keep sending in your emails. Tell us about some stuff that you want us to talk about, and we'll get right on it. Also, don't forget, enter our contest for your chance to win a hat, a keychain, and a gift card. Send us your spooky stories, your scary stories, your hair-raising, chilling stories that just blood-curdling, creepy stories, whatever you've got. Send them to us. It has to happen to you, and Large Marge, Snowman, and I will sit down and we will determine first, second, and third, and you will get some prizes. Send them into paranormaltrucker@yahoo.com.
Yeah, that gift card can come in handy for Christmas.
Yes.
It would.
Hey, am I eligible?
No,
Ah, damn it.
no, not at all. Guess, do you all have anything else for tonight?
No, we just like I said, it's been the last 2-3 weeks have been just
It's been
crazy.
chaos around here.
Yeah, definitely.
We got our new addition to our family.
The dryer?
Well, not the dryer, the dog.
Oh yeah, that too.
But he was a challenge the first week, but he's fitting in real nice here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And I will shave before next show because I am looking mighty rough.
Yeah, you do look a little rough.
Yeah.
When's the last time razor hit that face?
Whatever my last day off was about a month ago.
Oh God, that's weird. You can grow in a month.
Yeah. No, I'd say I don't know. My last day off, probably about a week ago, I guess. Last time I shaved. So.
Well, just make sure everybody knows that we are on Anchor, Spotify,
Yes.
and Google Podcast. Still having some issues trying to get on the Apple. I don't know what I'm doing. I just can't get enough time to sit down and call and get somebody to walk me through it. Evidently, I'm not techie enough to work my way
Tech
through
savvy.
Yeah, well, that's I'm old. That's the best I can do. Best slang I can come up with.
You're doing better than I am.
So, but and then we got I tried to get us on a couple of others, and we have to post one of them. I can't remember which one it was. We have to get an Instagram account. So I'm working on that too. Just got to give up a few minutes to do it.
Right. Okay. Well,
But, yeah, just so they can listen to us in the car.
all right.
On YouTube.
Well, guys, this is going to be a little shorty episode. Should be coming in around 45 minutes. I think that's pretty good. What do you guys
I
think?
think it's really good. We had a good episode today.
All right, guys, thank you for listening again. This has been episode 8. Thank you for the emails. Check out the Loch Ness Monster video. Check out the Chupacabra. Check out the Bigfoot show that Snowman's talking about. Check out Audible. Check out the Post-Apocalyptic Black Autumn series, and check out the oh my gosh, what's that book I just read off? It's a long name. Daggone it. Insiders Reveal Secret Space Program and Extraterrestrial Alliances. That's it. Also, we're on Spotify, Anchor, and Google Podcast. We don't forget our contest coming out at the end of the month. You can send your stories in paranormaltrucker@yahoo.com. You can reach out for listener requested subjects, paranormaltrucker@yahoo.com. Go give us a like on Facebook, YouTube, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. It helps more than you know. And also check out our friends, Seth of Seth's Daily Podcast, Justin Perkins on Talk Junkie, Goose, Dirty Dan, the whole gang over here to Chew Bubblegum, and of course, Elliot and his spooky family. You guys got anything else?
No,
Nope.
I think Deal will go here and say, hey.
Nope.
Any words of wisdom?
Any words of wisdom?
Yeah, what do you got?
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Don't eat the yellow snow. March, what you got?
Well, let's see. I'm none. You caught me off guard.
I've got another one, but I don't.
Usually I don't have nothing to say.
Hopefully I'm not going to offend anyone, but it takes 10 attaboys to make up for one oh shit. So
that's the that's
you know.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not offending. That's just worth
take it with a grain of salt. That's the mantra that I was raised on, and look how I turned out.
That's exactly right. Try to do it right the first time, so you don't have to, because then you got to do 10 things right to make up for that.
Right.
Oh, I'm indebted for life. There's no getting out of that. Guys, check us out again. Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast. If you want a hat, you can message us on our Facebook page or paranormaltrucker@yahoo.com. We're selling for $10 a piece, or I'm sorry, $12 a piece. We will have keychains coming in soon. As soon as they're here, I'm going to show you guys those. Those are really cool, I think. I believe that's it, guys. Until next week, keep the shiny side up, and we will see you next week.
And tell them Large Marge sent you.
Bye.